I was longing for this for 10 years.
We're gonna have people from all over the streams of life coming together in the middle of North Beach.
A place to create ceremony and events and festivals.
And of course doing it with a touch of arts and music and culture.
The center of civilization starts with a piazza.
This project is incredible.
Having a piazza in North Beach is a dream.
The piazza will bring a little bit of Italy right here in San Francisco.
This is going to be a wow piazza.
Fantastico, as the Italians say.
It's really going to be gorgeous.
The vision of Piazza St. Francis started with Dennis Sullivan, the architect, and myself. He was an old friend of mine, and we created a committee with Angela Aliotto, and her leadership has been really invaluable.
We all joined together and we're doing this together. And Cardinal Levada and I sat down for a 4-hour meeting and we planned out what would happen with the National Shrine of St. Francis. We're going to build the Portiuncula, do the upper church inside and out, do the rectory, and then do the piazza. And now we're finally at the piazza phase. I can't believe it. It's so exciting. The vision behind the piazza is communications. In other words, piazzas are places where people come and talk to each other. Working with Lawrence, the Lawrence Ferlinghetti, it's amazing.
I conceive the plaza as a great public space where writers from all over America could come and recite their works with quotes from great poets incised in the pavement, a place that would become the active literary center of the city.
That's what it will be in North Beach. It will be a Poets Plaza, but we will be a performing arts plaza. We will have ballets, operas, poetry readings, sit in the piazza and have a cappuccino. My dream is that the 4 garages eventually become a rosticceria, where you just walk in, buy your lasagna, your chicken already done. So there's small spaces, but it's a takeout. It's not a place where you eat. And a pasticceria where you go in and get your St. Honoré cake or your cannoli or your hot cross buns at Easter. Just an amazing little pasticceria, meaning a bakery. And then across the street, of course, is the very famous, legendary Cafe Trieste. So the tables and chairs will be out in the street.
I was just telling 2 of my musicians and colleagues about the Piazza project. They're going to be playing out on the piazza when the weather's nice.
It would be great to have those retail places there, and hopefully little Francesco Rocks, the gift store of all the things from Assisi. There is absolutely amazing support behind the piazza. All the business groups have endorsed us, and the community groups have endorsed us.
This new piazza will be a great addition to the locals and of the business in this neighborhood, and also for the city too.
I expect to see it very crowded with coffee drinkers, lunch eaters. It'll be a great space for the neighborhood.
They're excited about an open space.
Any opportunity we have to expand the amount of breathing room, of open space for people to come together, to be outside, to meet each other, to sit and talk, a place to hold events, is always welcome.
It's a place for all cultures to meet, but doing it together in peace and love and compassion. That's St. Francis, and that's what this piazza is going to represent. Any place associated with St. Francis of Assisi is about peace and love. We've been working as a team for, it'll be 8 years in September. We're closing the whole street.
When you take a street from being a public street to public space, there are a lot of little details you've got to work out.
That means the sewer underneath, the water underneath, the electrical underneath.
One of the difficult parts would be to relocate utility. We have a street pole which brings the power to the street there. We have to remove and put across the street. Then on Columbus Avenue, we have to encroach the street, enlarging the sidewalk.
I'm talking to the fire department, which has been fantastic, to the police department, that's been great. Mayor Edley has been absolutely wonderful, and Steve Cava, his chief of staff.
The attention to detail on this project has been one of the things that's helped us really define the design approach.
The
fountain will be down on the corner, and it will be very low and subtle, almost like a fountain that you would find in a piazza in Italy.
We'll have 4 500-year-old olive trees surrounded with the red rocks from Assisi.
Under the olive trees here, there'll be 4 very large 10-foot diameter raised planters with the olives in it.
So it's going to be magnificent.
We'll have 3 different stones, marbles, green, a white for the banding of the piazza, and then red for highlights around the fountain.
I got the idea of the green and white stripes from Orvieto and Siena. We'll have bronze quotes from 27 different poets, and then we'll have the Circle of Peace that'll have Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King. People that represent peace in our world history will be engraved in bronze around the circle. It's going to be fantastic.
Sustainability has always been a cornerstone of the design.
We'll have the large stormwater planter here to recollect and use some of the drainage off the piazza so it flows into the ground and doesn't get taken off with the sewer system. The yarrow can come in a pink or red or terracotta color. We will be using in that stormwater planter a juncus plant. We're also going to use some achillea, which is yarrow, the bright colored yellow plant. We'll have strip lights in the ground so it'll highlight where people can sit.
Most important is creating a place that feels like it's part of the neighborhood. And for creating something that's really durable, that's going to last many lifetimes. And that's been an essential part of this project.
Angela's passion for a beautiful environment, for a beautiful city resonated with me. These beautiful things, they cost money.
The citizens of San Francisco have been so overly incredible in helping out Dee Dee Wilsey, Elise Stevens, Nancy Klein, Jacuzzi Vineyards, Stephen Hurst, Dignity Health, Kathy Balistreri, and her husband, Peter Balistreri. Mark Benioff has been unbelievable.
It's very important to be able to contribute, and I'm so proud to be part of this endeavor.
There will be an endowment fund that makes sure that the piazza stays beautiful.
That willingness of the private sector to participate in the project is really important to sustain activities in the piazza after its construction.
There's no campaign in this world that I've ever been in without we the people. I want everyone to send in $1, send in $10, send in $20, send in $50. Please, send in something to piazzasf.org.
I appreciate Angela Allio's determination and her passion about this neighborhood.
The piazza is going to be fabulous.
It's going to add verve to our already vibrant city.
We're so looking forward to doing some musical events on the piazza.
It's going to be a centerpiece of San Francisco.
Really a gift to future generations.
It's a place for world peace leaders to come. We are building a site for future World Peace Weeks.
It'll become the literary center of San Francisco where poets of all generations and all nationalities can come and recite their works.
This piazza was meant to be. You're going to come up Columbus from Broadway and see this go, piazza, and go, whoa! It's an Italian piazza in the middle of St. Francis's American city, San Francisco.